Hey guys. So you might remember about 4 or 5 videos back I did a video about my Holy Grail brow product because I had bought Anastasia Brow Wiz and I was just blown away. It was the best brow product I had ever used. Well, I'm always trying new things and I can't believe it, but I found a dupe for Anastasia Brow Wiz and it cost $2. So Anastasia Brow Wiz is $21 and it is a great product. There is no doubt about it. But if this is your Holy Grail product and you would rather pay $2 instead of $21, you have to try the e.l.f. brow pencil. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen this in store before, and I'm so glad that they're actually carrying it in store. I had wanted to try this for a long time, but the only way you could get it before was on their website, and it was always out of stock because I guess it's very popular. Well, I kept looking at the colors. They don't have a lot of choices for colors like with the Anastasia, but I think that the 3 colors that they do have I think would cover most people. So I looked at the colors and looked at the colors and I was really torn. I decided to go with the taupe. Now usually with taupe I run into problems because taupe as a brow product is normally too warm for my brows, but this is just right. It's a cool taupe. So I think that e.l.f. realizes that cooler tones on your brows seems to work better. Even when you have warm tone brows, when you mix the cool tones into it, then you just get like a neutral brow. But anyway, yeah, it's $2. It's fantastic. I'm going to do a swatch on my hand so you can see that these are the same. Now, my Anastasia one is medium brown. It's not taupe. So let me start off with that so you can see. All right, so there's the Anastasia swatch. And this is the e.l.f. taupe. And I'm going to tell you some other similarities and differences between these two pencils also in a minute. All right, so there is a very slight difference in color, but it's really close. So the thicker swatch is the e.l.f. and the Anastasia is the thinner swatch. And that's because of the thickness or thinness of the pencils. And as you can see, the Anastasia one is a little darker. All right, so what is similar and what is different about these? What is the same or similar is that they both come with brushes or spoolies so that you can blend the product in. And the spoolie on the Anastasia is more narrow and more stiff, and the e.l.f. one is thicker and has more give to the bristles, which I like. I like the bristles to actually have some movement to them. And yeah, the Anastasia one is much smaller. So that's how that differs. They are both retractable pencils. So, you know, twist ups. And like I just mentioned before, when you saw the swatches, I'm sure you could tell that the pencils themselves are a little different. All right, so the Anastasia one is really small, which makes it take a long time to do your brows. The e.l.f. one is thicker, so you can do more faster, and you would think that that would make it a little less lifelike, but it really doesn't matter. It just makes it faster. It doesn't make it harder. You don't have to worry about putting too much product on or anything like that, because I just feel like I can do it a lot quicker because the pencil is thicker. Now, in terms of texture, the Anastasia one is drier, and that can create a problem because then sometimes you'll put a little too much product in one place, and then you have to blend to make it look natural. Whereas with the e.l.f. one, it's a creamier consistency, so there's less blending involved, and I feel like it applies smoother and better because of that. In terms of how much product you get, the Anastasia one is 0.003 ounces, and the e.l.f. one is 0.006 ounces. So you get twice as much product in the e.l.f. one. I love the packaging of the e.l.f. one. It comes in white packaging, and then they have this big stripe on the side so that you can clearly see what color the product is. Whereas with the Anastasia one, they have stripes on the side, but that isn't the color of the product, so that's not very helpful. But the Anastasia one you would buy at a department store or a Sephora-like place where they would have samples that you can swatch. Whereas with the e.l.f. one, of course, there aren't going to be any testers or anything like that that you can swatch, so it's very important that they have that color stripe on the side of the product so you can see exactly what you're getting. The other two choices for colors on the e.l.f. one are very, very dark. And I think that this would be good for anybody who is, I would say, blonde to dark blonde, or maybe even light brown. Or if you have red hair or gray hair, this is probably going to be your best option. And then the other two, I think it's medium brown and dark brown, I believe, are the names of the colors. Don't quote me on that. So I can't tell you color-wise how all the other shades compare because I bought what I bought. But for $2, I really think that you should try this. If you have darker hair, get one of the darker shades. Pretty amazing. I actually like this better than the Anastasia. And it's so strange that I just found this after I haven't really had the Anastasia one for that long. I had tried so many brow products in my life, and the struggle was real. I did find some good brow powders, but that's so time consuming when you use powder on your brows. It's just so much easier to use a pencil, flip it over, and grab the spoolie and blend it out. And that's another thing. Most of the pencils that I've tried didn't have spoolies on the other end, and the ones that did, I hated the spoolie. So this is pretty much perfect. So I really am so impressed with this, and for $2, it's the bargain of a lifetime. Now, in terms of availability, you can get e.l.f. at so many places now that, you know, they started off kind of limited, and then they expanded, and now they're just everywhere. So it's possible that the place that you buy e.l.f. doesn't carry this product because every e.l.f. display at every store that carries e.l.f. has a different variety of products. But if you happen to see this, pick it up. It's amazing. I am so glad that I grabbed this because when I saw it, I was like, well, I've got the Anastasia one, so I really don't need any more. But I love finding less expensive dupes for things. I mean, why would you want to pay $21 when you could pay $2? You know, I mean, brow products, if you use it every day, you can go through it pretty fast. And I'm just so impressed with this that I had to tell you guys about it. So that's it for today, you guys. And let me know if you've tried this product. Do you love it as much as I do? And I'll see you next time. Bye.